أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear brothers and sisters, my name is Ahmad Darwish. I was extremely lucky to work with Muhammad Ali managers and Muhammad Ali in his Islamic Foundation. I lived there in Hyde Park, in his villa there, which was in Hyde Park Boulevard, just close to University of Chicago. It's a big house, like many floors, having elevator, and I lived there, and my wife gave birth to a daughter there, alhamdulillah. So today I'm going to discuss some stuff which is very important. First of all, I like to recognize brother Kareen Abdul-Jabbar. He's like Muhammad Ali in basketball. I didn't have the pleasure of meeting him, and I don't know if he has a copy of this book, Prayer and Islam, which was printed 50,000 copies in first week. 10,000 was distributed, then later was scanned, and we kept distributing in one site for 850,000 copies, and now I have it scanned, also available in Allah.com, Muhammad.com, Moscow.com. What it is in brief, just to give you brief, I'm going to give you something about me. I met Muhammad Ali manager and Muhammad Ali and his son Jesus, his name. He's a good artist and well spoken. I mean, son of Jabir, in Sharjah, United Arab Emirates in late 1970. Then in 1979, I went with Khadijah, and Khadijah from Bristol, married, and went to Chicago. We went from London to Boston by Pan Am, I think, Airlines. It was like 99 or 199. It was very cheap. Then took Greyhound and went to Chicago. And we stayed there kind of like rest of our life. Muhammad Ali manager said, I wish if somebody speak good English like you to come and help us. So when I went there, I worked on this book. Imam Waris-ud-Din, which was the son of Elijah Muhammad, which is called, they gave him a respect of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and Jabir, and also they call him Honorable Jabir, and also Muhammad Ali is very honorable. Okay, every 6 months goes to White House, and copy of this book was given to President Reagan. So I'm sure it is in the White House library there. So what is my contribution? Imam Waris-ud-Din, he ran away from his father, and he was adopted with different Muslim businessman and educator, because they realized that his father is moving from the core of the prophetic ways. But I'm going to give you a lot of facts today. I read Malcolm X's book, Autography, in Arabic and English several times. It was translated, printed in Lebanon before I went to America. So I'm going to be because I don't want it to be very long, so I'm going to jump quickly in different areas. To start with Malcolm X. Malcolm X, of course, and Muhammad Ali, they respected Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Then Malcolm X, he got out based on things which like not ethical. He felt like Elijah Muhammad got some girl is pregnant. And I think this was unfortunate. What I mean by unfortunate, this was a personal matter, and I wished Malcolm X didn't touch it. And he solved this problem internally by maybe requesting to move to another position, or Elijah Muhammad to put him in one masjid alone, because whatever the reason. But when he took it public, because we really don't know a lot of details, like did Elijah Muhammad rape a girl? I doubt it, you know. Everybody loved him. Then if he slept with her, did he, what you call it, because I met the boy, one of the boys of, I mean, I met all his children, Elijah Muhammad children. So maybe he conducted, like, say, the legalization, the Islamic legalization, which they call it like secret marriage. For example, I can go for a sister, say, I want to marry you, but I don't want everybody to know. But in Islam, I have to let two at least to know as a witness. So, and have your father, if you never married before. If you married before, no need for your father permission. So now assume Elijah Muhammad get her father permission and get the girl permission, give her dowry and two people witness, and they set up a little, meal or celebration in the house. They call it National House, few blocks from Muhammad Ali, which I think Minister Luis Farrakhan lives in it. I stayed even in the National House also few months. I think I went there first before going to Muhammad Ali House. Yes, it's true. It is beautiful house, having a dome and have electrical warmer for the front door area so snow never get collected there. It's very neat. I had a room there with my wife, and we used to write different articles and things, send it to Imam Warisiddin. So anyhow, to cut it short, this is something I wish, what's his name, Malcolm X didn't get into this, and he can have the greater cause of spreading Islam and. So this is one, okay? And I'm sure if he's here today, he will agree on that. And instead of him getting killed, and unfortunately his daughter too. Then coming back to Elijah Muhammad and this thing of prophet of God or messenger of God. Let me explain to you. Now, it is known in the Middle East and in different areas that this man, he said he's messenger of God, means he's competing with Prophet Muhammad. Not in reality. So I didn't know. I thought this myself. But Jabir, he loved me a lot and I loved him too. And he told me once, we were sitting on holiday and he was like laughing. His son-in-law, he was telling me, I'm his son-in-law. So he turned and told him, you are my son-in-law, but Ahmad is my son, okay? He really was very kind to me. Anything I want, I mean, he gave me a piece of land near the Al-Fatr Mosque. I sold it to Habitat of President Carter. I mean, I have fun. I use any car. I lived all the time free in his areas. But the best thing I have done, Allah bless me to do, reviewing this book. This book in brief was a lot of lecture of Imam Warisiddin, and they want to print it. Muhammad Ali, manager brother Jabir, he went and bought a lot of paper and ahead and put it in Dunley & Sons, the largest printing press. And he gave maybe 200 people to review it, from South Africa, doctors, everything, everybody. They were doing galley camera, correction galley camera. He lost a lot of money. So when I came and met him, I read Quran in the masjid. Oh, mashallah, I prayed that you joined me. So I joined him with Khadijah. So we bought personally Radio Shack Model 2 computer before IBM, and we typed the whole book for him. I told him any paragraph I can support with Quran and Hadith, I'll put it, otherwise throw it out. And we landed the book. We don't want anybody to review. He told me once, you're the most knowledgeable guy in Chicago. Astaghfirullah. Then he said, I need somebody like PhD from Azhar to review it. I say, my Sheikh, Muhaddith Abdullah Ghumari. So he came and reviewed the book, which you see his pictures, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali loved him, his spirit, because he's from the family prophet and he very blessed man. He never lived for money. And very knowledgeable, wrote over 110 books. And he was a top scholar on Hadith. and as a thousand student. One of them was head of people from Yugoslavia in Greater Chicago outside, doctor having like master degree in libraries, and he wrote a good book about Islam. I met him. He said this Muhaddith Abdullah was my teacher in Azaz because he taught 8 years. Oh wow, mashallah. So to cut it short, he reviewed the book and corrected only 4 of my work from the whole God knows how many pages. Both names are in the front, his name and my name as assistant for him. So now Jabir one day tell me, Ahmad, you know I love you and I don't lie. Let me tell you what happened about this messenger of God stuff. It's not like what people think. My father running, having Abdullah Yusuf Ali Quran and teaching people black Muslim, and everything in order. Then one day, and he has a security system, people having guns and so his brother was like the top man in security. Then he sensed that his brother wants to take over. So he tried to find a way to kind of take over, put him, like secure himself so he doesn't take over. There was an, I think, Syrian or Lebanese man called Muhammad Farad. This man, in early last century, he used to take a boat, which is very easy. I mean, you don't need visa or anything. Just ride the boat, take a stamp by the New York or something. And he used to go teach people little culture, little maybe Arabic, little different things for the rich and famous children. Then he started by having people embrace Islam, including Jabir Muhammad. And he travel and go back. He's trader. He take like a bag full of stuff from America to Lebanon, bring stuff from Lebanon. So he's like a kind of a bagman businessman, and he talk about his relation. I saw some letters, I think from him and from Malcolm X to Jesus, brother Jesus, or son of Jabir Herbert Muhammad, show me that. So what happened, they have his picture. So suddenly, Jabir Muhammad decided, you know what, I'm going to say Farad, this is son of God, which is a psyche, accept that. And he appointed me to be the messenger for the black man, because God sent for everybody a person from themselves. So I'm a messenger. Just a little, like kind of little silly trick. It is a false, is a lie, but it is a trick, but it's not really he's going against Prophet Muhammad or competing with Prophet Muhammad. It is just misfortunate if this is what he did. So now Luis Farrakhan, he doesn't understand what I said. He takes things almost literally, but he keep shuffling. Sometimes he come extreme right, extreme left, extreme right, extreme left. And he's a great speaker, but he has a little abnormality. You can, and this is the reason. And of course he's getting old, and he get mad, though he's very polite. Plus he's associated with the militia and all this stuff. So I think one day he said, my mother said something I didn't like. I turned my red eye. I was going about to kill her. Nobody, normal person, will say I'll kill my mother. I respect him, and I met him several times. Okay? And Yusuf Ali, the translation of Yusuf Ali and the footnotes has a lot of problem. Like South Africa forbid it because he denied, Yusuf Ali in his notes denied the punishment on the tomb and stuff like that. Though Saudi Arabia printed it, I think maybe they cleaned it up a little. I don't know. Those Saudis, they have their fanatic, and they have this, what I call upper direction idol. The 6 upper direction idol. They believe God has a location in the upper 6 direction, which is stupid. Okay, nobody believes as such unless like descendant of Jew who worship the calf. You know, we don't have this stuff in Islam. Allah, nothing like him. Plus, if Allah created throne and throne affected Allah, then you make a very bad creed, blasphemy. Allah never created anything affected his attributes. So don't tell me he created throne and sit on it like you sit on anything. So anyhow, to cut it short, so this is the situation. Muhammad Farad was misquoted, and the guy doesn't exist to speak for himself. Elijah Muhammad picked this one to try to fight his brother, and it's over. Then it is over again. Then Muslim grown on the right way, and that book did a great job. We have in the introduction like a respect for Elijah Muhammad. I think maybe I didn't scan it. Naughty boy, huh? Then I just have the great introduction, which mainly from Brother Jabir, a lot of thinking because he's very genius. He managed Muhammad Ali in a very genius way. But unfortunately, Muhammad Ali, his last wife, I think she said, I'm Baptist, so she's kind of like maybe tricked him, I don't know. Lani. And she make a gate and stop everybody to contact Muhammad Ali, as a matter of fact. And also, I know for a fact, Muhammad Ali told him once, you know, I'm not happy little, should I divorce this woman? He said to him, no. Jabir was very nice. Since she cut Jabir, he cannot see Muhammad Ali, and this was unfortunate. So I'm giving you inner facts about Elijah Muhammad, about his claim was not like confronting Prophet Muhammad or canceling him or anything. It's just like a family, fuse and stuff like that. So coming back to the book, so I want you to really go to www.allah.com or muhammad.com or mosque.com and download this book for free. You have a PDF as is, and you have a Word copy, will not have the pictures. My name is there. It is Muhammad Ali Foundation. Imam Waris al-Din on the cover. Introduction by Hafiz Abdullah Ghumari. Beautiful book. I remember I was with Prince Charles' architect, brother called Abdul-Wahid Wakil, great architect. His father, great father was in the Has Pasha in the time of the King of Egypt. Will drive, having a taxi in Manhattan, an Afro-American brother driving. Oh, assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam, Muslim driver, two Muslim Arabs. So I tell him, do you know about Brain Islam? Say, yes, I have a copy. Every Muslim have a copy of this book. 1 million copy. Allah bless me to be caused to circulate 850,000 copies. And this is many years ago. I scanned it in 2005, I think, when I came to Egypt. Now I'm in Indonesia. I keep shuffling. So I want you to go and download this book. It's a fantastic book, teach you everything, especially prayer and Hajj, fasting and all this stuff. And you will see Bukhari, Muslim. These are the main great books. Coming back to Brother Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I'm sure he did a great job on his documentary. I like him to reach for this site, Allah.com, Muhammad.com, and work with it. And also I like him to work with native, both American, Afro-American, and Caucasian. Like I know there's two people in Los Angeles, one of them, he's a professor of mathematics, fantastic. And these people like to establish Islam in Indonesia, in America in a nice way. I recommend for Brother Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to set up, not political, office called it, the head office is Muslim in America. Why? Because really the immigrant fail. They make center, Islamic center, and run it like shuffling taxes sometime. A guy take a tax letter of 20,000, pay only 20,000 tax deductible, playing games, collect a lot of money, doing all kind of things, and their contribution is very little in terms of da'wah, and they don't really respect the native, okay? And the woman kind of push behind. So the Islamic Center is almost like they have this in India, Chief Hyderabad. You have Indian, Pakistani bringing some of their nationalistic feud and fighting it out in America. This is no good. Okay, I remember in high one day a child in a school in Chicago saying that his father beating his mother for 2 weeks now. Every day he come back and beat her, and nobody can report him or anything. Scared. Okay, and this is un-Islamic. It's terrible. So what I'm trying to say, we need to set up an office like you have a Catholic, Protestant, Jews. Everybody have office except Muslim. So we'll have an office and everything, and they can start having like a curriculum, for example. I have a lot of material great for you for curriculum. We have nationwide curriculum for schools and home studies and everything, doing proper da'wah and proper seminars. Say like Ahmad did, that a guy like this, it was better, and Zakir and others, they should come to the head office, and head office plan for them everything. Like, State Department, I remember State Department had this, they invite a lot of professor. One day they invited professor from one of my teacher, Professor Hassan Al-Fatih, head of Omdurman Islamic University. They gave him a car and a driver and helper, and they go spread and give talks in different university. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can finish his job and go to job number 2. You are Abdul-Jabbar, Abdullah subhanahu wa ta'ala al-Jabbar. So you have to give us a good Jabbar program, okay? You already did what you want to do about Black and Alex Haley and all these wonderful roots. Now is your time to go and take the bull by the horn and do something big, suits you, because you are like Muhammad Ali, but you are more educated in terms of literature and writing. Muhammad Ali was more educated in his tongue, mashallah, poems, you name it. And he didn't have enough time to preach Islam. You have. And you have a lot of material. All what you need is like, the battle is over. We won, but we don't have anyone to collect the spoil of war. I don't mean fanatic. I'm just giving symbolic. Muslims are in millions in America, and you don't have any really centralized office. So this office can start reaching and organize a roadmap, address the whole nation, and build up education, and start having directories and see the places which are screwing up, not with intentionally screw up. For example, I hear about this Yaqeen guy. He's a good speaking. Then what you are doing, say 200 research paper. What the hell you want? We already have the Quran. Sahaba all their life say Allah said, Prophet said, Prophet said, Prophet said. We don't want research paper. You cannot compete with Berkeley and Harvard, Berkeley and Yale and Harvard. You want to spread Quran, Hadith, a book like this, give it away free. And we should not have business in Islam. You should have business in business. All Sahaba in Medina, they were farmers. All Sahaba in Mecca, they were commerce. Prophet himself, when he was young, he was a shepherd. Older, up to 40 years, was trader in the wealth of Lady Khadijah, our mother. May Allah have mercy and blessed her a lot. The poor were only Ahl Sufa. Now all our Islamic center, I hate word Islamic center. I like to be only masjid. Prophet left masjid up to now. There was nothing called Islamic center. Islamic center, we put our own screw up in it. So we should go back and call it the name of Allah mosque. Not Arab mosque and Pakistani mosque and this and that. All this no good. And in England, they are fighting each other now, these mosques. In America, I remember Ahmad Sakr and Ahmad, another guy called Ahmad, I forgot his name now, he went back to teach in Azhar. They went to court in mosque in west side of Chicago for a long time. Court, the ladies was Ahmad and Ahmad Sakr, men was Ahmad Zaki, and the woman was Ahmad Sakr. Muslim. So you have the husband was one man and the wife was another man fighting, two imam fighting. This is screw up system. So when we have a overruling Islamic big office, as a head office for Muslim, non-political, it can be very powerful to clean up all this mess and start lining up Islamic troop for making proper da'wah and making curriculum. Then tell right, you people don't give me all this new innovative things, has nothing to do with Prophet. Sahaba, Musnad Ahmad, 28,000. Many Sahaba, everyone, Omar, Abu Bakr, everybody say, Prophet said, Rasulullah said, I heard him said. And this is what we have in our site, www.allah.com or muhammad.com, mosque.com. We have the hadith of the Prophet. Imam Nawawi is like quarter of the book of the hadith about 8,000. We have them without repetition. We have a good Quran explanation without where is it here? Let me see. Explanation without we have Quran explanation. Let us see, we go down like that. Yeah, so we have nice stuff like this guy. He really did go to YouTube. These are the people control the Islam in the West. These people don't push for iman or good program or head office. Everybody doing something and turning Islam into only debate. Prophet Muhammad was debate, is not a debater. Okay, the guidance. You need people like Sha'rawi, Talidi, Ahmad Didat, Ghazali, Ahmad, what you call the name, Razi. This is the right stuff, okay? Get away from Facebook. Musk is right, but we should compete him or have another car, electric car, designed by a Muslim engineer in America. So we have all the hadiths. These are the top people who remove 80,000 hadith repetition, 10 to without repetition 8,000. We have it for you. You can download. Then we have the best, the Quran with topics. We have the what's his name? Nawawi 2,000 hadith, again arranged with modern topics in 61 topic here. We have Millennium biography of Prophet Muhammad, the best rated Prophet Muhammad biography for 900 years. We have a lot of stuff here. We have some the same in Indonesian, some of it not the same. We translate about 140. Oh, we have 350 books in English. Very good. We have a lot of stuff. This Muhammad Ali manager, Muhammad Ali with his sheikh, was my teacher. When he saw him, he loved him. Then people, Fijaro from France came to interview Muhammad Ali. He said, I love my soul to be like him. So people went to Tangier to interview him. Who is this man? Muhammad Ali wants. This is me and my wife, which we did all the work, alhamdulillah, of the book and all the site. We registered Allah.com, Muhammad.com, Mosque.com in 1984. And ever since, helping, no money. We are not in the business of money. I work in technology. So these are a lot of things. And I went and produced what you call 109 language, 15 books in 109 language. We have over 30 million visitors and 1 million downloads. So this is very reliable, very good. Imam Ghazali work here. All kind of good stuff ready for you. And the nice about it, when you read something, it will remember you when you come back. We have Aqidah, Hadith, everything tradition, okay? But we don't do what this other guy is doing and wasting time and taking money, okay? The money is supposed to go to the orphan and the needy. He collect it and spend it at Islamic Center, and some people claim anything. By the way, for collection of money, I recommend anyone to pay directly to the orphan. Don't give any organization. If you have to give far like Albania, give to Albanian Mufti. Contact the Mufti and get a bank account, send Mufti. These are since 1923. This is the office of Mufti in Albania. Muslims in Albania are over 60% Muslims. So don't get one guy like this donate whatever in England, collecting money, and they don't have auditing, and they refuse to put comment in or contact them. They have no balance sheet or nothing. This is all con artists, exactly like happening after 9/11 in Chicago. There is a guy has Jerusalem fund, and it happened he paid somebody to buy a weapon. So the FBI come audited him. Then we found he never paid anything for Palestine, and has millions of dollars in Chicago. He's an Arab collecting money haram, and the Prophet Allah said, those who take the orphan money, they eat fire in their belly, and they will be admitted to hell. Okay, so we have to be very careful. Here I have Indonesian, have all language back home, African language, 109 language, same 14 books. So this is almost 30 minutes. I'm going to stop now. I thank you very much. I hope Brother Kareem Abdul-Jabbar do what I recommended. Okay, I have also few YouTube. Hopefully you can enjoy some of it. I will continue. The best man in Islam now in Sheikh Sha'rawi in Tafsir of Quran. I start now recording his, I'm recording now one, I'm recording his, I think I messed up a little. I recorded his I recorded a lot of tafsir for him. I'm trying to reach for it. I just things get confused. So I like you very much to, inshallah, to, here you go, maybe this is it, yeah. So this is a lot of my videos. Some of it, a playset of Sha'rawi, will be explanation of Quran, and this man is the most elite. Okay, so I like really to thank you very much for hearing, and I ask Allah forgiveness for me and all my brothers and sisters, and I hope we get together and do more and more, and keep the money in the pocket, not in the heart. And money should get out and go do business. Like now cowboy in America did, bringing the cow from the mountain and doing a sprouting sha'ir, barley, which a prophet recommended. We use it. He used to eat bread from barley. So Muslims should invest. All this Islamic center, they should focus on and setting business, not collecting money from people. Set a waqf, get the waqf, and have balance sheet. I know the Afro-American community are the best. They have the balance sheet every month of everything. I love also Afghani, and they go rent a small store and make it prayer area, and you will see the paper outside. If you don't see balance sheet outside, mean there is con artist going on. Okay, we have to be very clear on that. I thank you much for hearing for me. I'm sorry, I have cold. I lost my voice in few days, and inshallah you just go to our site, which is allah.com, muhammad.com, and you download whatever, read whatever. You can register, contact with me if you want WhatsApp or anything. I'm ready to communicate with you. Okay, سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسمك وتعالى جدك ولا إله غيرك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.